Yeah, disappointing performance first and foremost. Obviously, the result as well. Um, but for me, um, losses happen, and I know it's always hard to lose here for this organization. But um, the performance was more disappointing to me than I think the result. I saw a LAFC team that was undisciplined at times tactically. Um, Preoccupied or occupied with the wrong situations, whether it's the referee, the opponents, and just not focused on what they need to do to win a game. And that's disappointing. And that's where we will start working on immediately. And that was our message after the game. So, yeah, a tough night. In phases like this, and not just tonight, but the past few weeks, a lot of things have come together. We've been very thin in the roster. There's been a lot of games, and sometimes when a few breaks don't go your way, and you're fatigued, and you're not healthy, it can then look really bad really quickly. And I think that's what you saw tonight. But um, we will recover from this, and we will improve on our mistakes and the bad habits we show tonight, and we will come back stronger.
Thank you, Steve. We'll open it up for questions, and we'll start with Katia Castorina.
Thanks, Crystal. Hi, Steve. A little bit on how's Cheeky and well, Carlos just mentioned he felt something on his quad. Is there a little bit more on that? And especially with Cheeky, like how much did that affect the group after what went on?
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime you lose two of your starters in the first half due to injury, it disrupts your rhythm, but you also lose a lot of quality in both of those players. Two of our better and more consistent players in the season. So, of course, that disrupts everything, but it was 0-0 at half. And credit to the Galaxy, they came out a little more energy and desire to win this game than we did. And their reactions were as a group, as a collective, and our reactions were all individual, and that's the difference in this game.
Is there an initial report in terms of how they're doing, how they are disciplined?
We won't know until more tomorrow.
And then a second one, of course, it's always a rivalry with high emotions. Did you see something different in this rivalry, especially at the end, how everything just unfolded?
No, I think that was completely unnecessary at the end. From both teams, were being a little immature and stupid, for lack of a better word. Um, shouldn't happen. That's not the face we want. We would rather play harder and more aggressive during the 90 minutes and not after. That is not our true face. That is not us. It was a moment that just boiled over, and it should not happen again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katia. Go ahead, Michele Giannone.
Thank you, Crystal. Hi, Coach. You just mentioned the calendar. It's 6 games in 18 days. I know you're not going to put it as an excuse, but how are you being able to manage and navigate through all these injuries? And also, I wanted to ask you, how are you? Because today, probably the most difficult night or loss in your young head coaching career. So how are you and how are you dealing with it? Thank you.
I'm fine. Um, Playing at Hanover 96 your entire career, you kind of sometimes get used to losses. So I'm okay. And I'm not important. Important is how players deal with losses and how they um, learn from their mistakes and improve on that. And as a collective, as a group, become better. And that is what we're focused on. It has been a difficult stretch, a very congested schedule, um, with a thin roster due to injuries. And the guys, their effort before the game, during training, and actually stringing some results together has been great, and I've been very proud of them. Tonight was a big one. Unfortunately for our fans, we lost, but if you're looking at the stretch as a whole, I think we did pretty good. Can we do better? Of course, but sometimes having the ability to rotate in certain moments in games is very important for games like this, and we were not able to, and that also played into tonight's result.
Go ahead, Josh Gross.
Thanks. Steve, you mentioned that the players didn't really play as a group, as more as individuals. Any idea what the reason for that is?
It could be many. Sometimes fatigue, frustration leaks in, and that is the end result. I think our match plan for this particular game and our game model overall is very clear to the players. We have shown in the past, we showed in Columbus a different look, but a collective look that worked, and then prior to that as well. So it's I don't think it's a matter of understanding or tactics. I think it's really just a little bit of fatigue, lack of focus, lack of concentration that leaks in, and then a few bad moments. A few key injuries at wrong moments, maybe a call or two that didn't go the team's way. But at this level, at the professional level, players have to be mentally stronger to sustain those moments that are tough, and to understand that the only ones who can help in that moment are the players themselves, and the team needs to help do a better job of being more of a team in those moments. And that's the difference tonight. And then you lost hold of this game. It got that out of hand, but I'm not too upset about it at this stage in the season. Unfortunately, we are no longer in this competition, but this is definitely a experience that we will grow on as a group.
One more from me. What would you say the sort of the desire to win this game in Carson, did that play any effect on how you guys performed?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
Just they haven't won here, the pressure to win here, this big moment, and then sort of playing individually as opposed to a group. Do you think that had any effect on their performance, sort of the desire to show up and win today?
No, I don't think so.